Hi, everybody. So, with all of the sales coming down the pike from November, December, and then new sales will come out again in the spring, when is the best time to purchase your cruise? So, sale, 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 everything. TV, print ads, scrolling on your feed, everywhere you see there's some kind of a sale. And the cruise lines get in on that as well. So the question I always get is this a good sale? Is this when I should book? And I always say, and it has never changed, the best, absolute best time to book your cruise is when the cruise lines first announce that itinerary. So we're talking 18 months, sometimes even 24 months out from your cruise, when there is lots of inventory and it is a brand new itinerary, then prices are low. So then what happens? You don't want to miss out on these crazy Black Friday sales. So what do? Well, first and foremost, before we talk about sales, let's talk about budgeting. So if you were to plan way ahead and book these cruises when I suggest 12 months, 18, 24 months out right now, I am definitely booking into 2027. It is the best way to get the itinerary you want, the cabin you want at a great price. So, but when you do that, what happens is you're putting down a deposit and you have all those months to budget out and pay for your cruise line vacation. So it doesn't make it more affordable, but it makes it easier. So sometimes that's the consideration is not, is this going to be something that I like the number? Is it going to be something that it's going to be easy for me to manage within my budget? So we still haven't talked about the sales. So what I think you need to look at is that pricing with cruise lines is dynamic. And what that means is that the pricing can be different day to day. I have quoted clients and they've taken a couple of days or a week to get back to me. And they're like, yes, that's the one I definitely want. And unfortunately, I have to tell them that the pricing has changed. It is that dynamic. So always look at what pricing you think is going to be best for your budget, for your household, for maybe what might be a milestone trip for you, and how long do you have to pay for it, and how does that work into your budget? Because that price can easily change. Also, you have to think about inventory. So as inventory dwindles, more people are looking to book that same cabin, that same ship, that same itinerary, and that means that the demand goes up, the price goes up. So that's part of that dynamic pricing that we talked about. But I think everybody loves to shop a sale and we don't want to miss out. I have had many clients who have come to me after they have booked and said, hey, there's a great sale. Can you get me a price adjustment? And I am always happy to say, in most cases, absolutely. I would love to get you a better price on the cruise that you have already booked. And that's something that I can almost always do for you. There are if, ands, and buts, little asterisk over my head here. And that means that you can always take advantage of any kind of a sale, asterisks again, that come down and are publicly offered by the individual cruise lines. If you find something that some discounter online is saying that they have a better price, no, there's almost never going to be value in doing that, and it's not going to be something that I can match. But I can match any sale that comes down from the actual cruise lines. And there are sales that they offer to travel advisors that are not publicly offered, so there's always that as well, in addition to all of the great benefits that I can sometimes give you on those distinctive voyages. I really do need to do more information out on that because some of them are really amazing. But I could always take advantage for you of the sales that happen. But do you want to wait to book until there's a sale? Not necessarily. I think that you need to set a realistic budget for the trip that you want to take. And sometimes that realistic budget is not what you thought it was going to be at the beginning, but when comparing different cruise lines and the pluses and minuses of the trip that you want to take, sometimes you just find a price and you say, you know what, that's going to be a good price. And if that is the price that you can afford, that you can budget, that is great for your household for an amazing, almost all-inclusive vacation, then that's the trip that you should book. If you wait for a sale, it's not always going to beat that price that we got by booking early. So I have had lots of clients who did come and say, hey, there's a sale. And they already have a better price than what the current sale price is. So I'm going to bottom line it for you. I know I just keep talking, but I'm going to bottom line it. The best price, the best time to book your cruise is whenever you're ready to book. And I mean that as in nice and early, find a price that works for you. And if it goes down, that's a bonus. So book early. Book when you have the greatest idea about where you would like to go, or when I find you that's something special. And we will always try to give you the best possible price for whatever promotions happen during your payment process. All right, so I hope that was helpful. Reach out. Text me, DM, please like, comment, and share this video. Subscribe if you're watching me on YouTube. Follow me on Facebook or Instagram. And I would be just so happy to talk more with you about cruise line pricing.